what a nice Grand Prix we had last night. It was the Qatar Grand Prix of 2023. Well, it was quite bizarre, I found, about the tire rules, and that the drivers were made to do a number of pit stops because the tires could only last up to 18 laps. It reminded me a bit of Indianapolis 2005, but I was glad that we currently don't have a tire war in Formula 1, because if we had a tire war in Formula 1, then we could have had a situation like we had in 2005 at the Indianapolis Speedway at the US Grand Prix. But I mean, it was very interesting. I found that actually made it interesting. I thought I had deja vu when Russell took out Lewis Hamilton in the first lap, and had Niki Lauda seen that, he would have read both George Russell and Lewis Hamilton the riot act, I think. I mean, that was totally unnecessary. It was the first lap of the race. The race only just started. But it was what it was. But it clearly hampered Russell's race. Yeah, I mean, it was all. I'm wondering whether Qatar, the Grand Prix, is going to be a health risk in the future, because there were a number of drivers complaining of nearly passing out. I mean, and actually being sick in the helmet. I mean, I think something needs to be done about that, because it is not very good if drivers are in danger of passing out. I mean, Logan Sargent, poor sod, he was the only one that actually had to retire, because he was feeling really unwell due to intense dehydration. So maybe Formula 1 need to increase the water bottles, because I think half a litre of water isn't enough in so hot conditions. I mean, they really need to do something about that. But apart from that, it was quite an interesting race. I found, Max Verstappen, Max Verstappen won it, quite dominantly. But even he was feeling, he was feeling a bit ropey apparently. But the two McLarens did absolutely brilliantly. I mean, second and third for Norris and Piastri is absolutely amazing. And had they started the season like they are currently doing, then they might be in the top championship fight. Lance Stroll did a better race. I personally think that he did go a bit too far with shoving his trainer during qualifying on Friday. However, I believe they're gonna sort it out, and in the frustration, I mean, things like that can happen. I mean, I must say, I'm not condoning it in any way, but I think they're gonna sort it out between them, and then see make sure it doesn't happen again, because you could clearly see his frustration in the entire weekend. So I actually quite enjoyed the race. Fernando Alonso was on, he was just fighting. I did think originally that the fact that they had a number of mandatory pit stops would help Nico Hülkenberg and and Kevin Magnussen, because they have issues holding onto their tires, but it wasn't to be. Although Nico was in third position or even in second position at one stage of the race, and even Alex Albon led for about a lap or something. So I think it was quite an interesting race. Anyway, this is just what I'm thinking. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. If you haven't done so already, I would really invite you to subscribe, so you can get notified whenever I upload another video. And if you wanna support me even further, why not buy me a super thanks, so that I can get myself a cup of coffee. All right, speak to you later. Bye.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough